You got it.
Hey everyone. First, we just want to start off by apologizing to friends and family who are finding out this news this way. We found out some pretty devastating news in the beginning of February, and it's been a fast-moving, many parts changing, plans trying to be made, and we really just finalized a plan on Wednesday. So please forgive us if this is how you're finding out, but our family's just been going through a lot and trying to get everything in place. But do you want to say what's going on?
Yeah, so to get to the cut to the chase here, I have been diagnosed with a brain tumor. And while I have no symptoms right now today, back in October I started having some, just to make a long story short here, some numbness on the right side of my body, and it would last for 60 to 90 seconds. And I went to see the regular MD, regular doctor, and he sent me a cardiologist. Everything looked good. We were kind of treating it for anxiety, and that's kind of where he thought maybe this was going to land. But after probably a month and a half or so of trying to adjust medicines to get it to where I would be symptom free, he thought it might be a good idea to go see a neurologist. And at the appointment that we decided to schedule the neurologist, he adjusted my medicine to where completely symptom free, and that was around the end of December. But we went to a neurologist, and neurologist wanted to get an MRI of my brain, which showed a small tumor in the front left portion of the brain, which supposedly is the part of the brain that affects your speech, and it affects the right side of your body. I have no issues with my speech, and now since they tell me that adjusting those anxiety medicines had nothing to do with this, but really since January, I've had no symptoms whatsoever. But we do have an issue, and so to fix this, a week from Tuesday, I'm going to be going under a awake craniotomy surgery at UAB to have this removed. And this is very scary, but we have a lot of confidence in God, and we have a lot of confidence in the doctors that we're going to get through this. And so we kind of wanted to update everybody here, tell them what's going on, and you may not be seeing a lot of me after this week on social media, but that is where Jennifer is going to kick in and take over running the business during the time. You know that she works with me some of the time, and then she's also a nurse, but she has time off as a nurse, so she's going to take time off to take care of me, and she is going to run the business here. And I'll let her tell a little bit more about that now.
Yeah, first off, I want to say, while we seem, Matt's been pretty good this whole time. The first 2 weeks, I was pretty much a wreck, and I'm a lot better now. I think I'm more in do mode, but I just wanted to come on here. I feel like there's a lot of lessons that we have learned along the way, which is, when everything first started happening, we did take it seriously. He got a full cardiology workup, which everything showed out to be fine. We went to his doctor, who said, this sounds like anxiety. It didn't sound like a tumor. And we were both kind of but he's never had anxiety. We've been through some, pretty stressful events in life, and he's always been very even emotionally. So, while he has an amazing doctor, they only see you for 20 minutes in an appointment. So I think it's very important to be your own advocate. And to kind of speak up when you feel like something is wrong. The second thing is that, we saw 3 different neurosurgeons and got 3 very different opinions. And to the person who does not have a medical background, I just want to tell you, don't stop at one opinion. Seek multiple opinions. If we had started with the first one, I feel like we could have a very different outcome than where we have ended up. Another thing is that, we are Christians. If you have been watching us on social media, we really believe in God and our faith, and we know that He's going to bring us through this and make us stronger. I feel like already I appreciate Him so much more and understand what He goes through on a daily basis so much more as I've been picking up some of the slack that He's had to rest with and prepare for when I take over. And I've kind of avoided, I would read through the Bible on passages on struggles and trials, but it was not comfortable for me, so I didn't spend a lot of time in it. But now that we have been going through this, I've been spending a lot of time in those passages and just seeing the beauty of how God meets us in those trials. And I just know that He's going to be with Matt through this whole thing. And I don't think it's a coincidence that so many people follow us and watch us flip furniture. I think we have close to like 130,000 followers across all of the platforms, and we believe in the power of prayer. And I think it would just mean the world to us if we could have this many prayers going for Matt. After surgery, I think they said about 3 to 6 weeks of him having to kind of take a break. And then we'll get the pathology results back around 3 weeks to kind of know what tumor he has and where we go from there. It could just, best case scenario, we watch it, and it may be one of those situations where we need chemo and radiation, which is another reason why I feel like we're at the best place with the best surgeon, because they're going to have the best treatment available option. So
what I would say too, if you're watching this video and you've got custom work booked out with us, we have contacted everybody that are supposed to be dropping off over the next few weeks, and everybody to this point, we've kind of thinned out a little bit of what we were doing, just kind of based off of what the projects entailed, but we also, the best way to put it is just everybody was understanding with the fact that the process may take a little longer now, because normally it's me and her working, and now it's just going to be her, so it's going to take a little longer. But if we haven't contacted you yet, it's mainly because you were far enough out to where we need to wait a little bit and see before we just don't have enough answers right now. But everything should still be as planned. And if something needs to be adjusted, we will contact you. We'll probably contact you either way, just to kind of let you know what's going on. But right now, there's just a lot of uncertainty about it, and that's why you haven't been contacted yet. So if you're watching this and you want to reach out to us, you're more than welcome to. But we called a handful of people the other day when we got scheduled for surgery to kind of just kind of lay down the groundwork and the mapping it out. Again, surgery is scheduled for February the 28th, which is a Tuesday, so it's a week from this Tuesday, and he thinks 3 to 6 weeks. I'm optimistic that it's going to be closer to 3. She's pushing back, wanting it to be a lot less.
I don't want him to fully rest. I want him to be fully recovered.
Yeah, I don't like sitting around doing nothing, but we'll take it with whatever we can do, however we got to do it, and kind of just go from there.
We're putting this up on YouTube because it is a long format video, and we can link it, and it's just too long for Instagram. But I will be giving updates on Matt and how he's doing through Instagram stories. So you can, if you're not already following along on there, you can follow along on there. But this is probably going to be the only YouTube video regarding this. Everything else will probably be on Instagram.
Well, maybe. I mean, we haven't really talked about this, but there might be an angle that we come at here with how do you deal with a major trial and tribulation when you're self-employed running your own business, and how do you juggle everything? And I think that's an angle that we may go down here with YouTube and just try to be encouraging to other people that are going through their own trials and tribulations, because hey, we all have them. And you know, some are more major than others, but everybody goes through something. And for us, and you know, we put our trust in God, and we know that His plan is the best.
Yeah, I do like that idea, because I do think that, you know, you nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else that you want to say?
Just double check.
What I'll say while she's looking through her notes here that she made for this video, we will take all the prayers. I'll take all the prayers that you can get. Pray for her too. This has been hard on her. I've been okay emotionally. She's had a harder time with it, and but we're going to get through this. I can tell you right now, our marriage is already stronger. We had a good marriage going in when we started finding all this out, but we have really come together closer. Pray for our kids. Harrison is 3. He doesn't know anything, but Caroline is 7, and we've told her, and she doesn't understand exactly what's going on, but she knows enough to just ask a million questions, and she's concerned, and pray for her as well.
Yeah. Well, if we're going to talk about prayer requests, prayer request 1, that he doesn't have any seizures in the middle of the surgery. Pray that they can remove all of the tumor. Pray that the path results come back benign. Pray that recovery is uneventful and very quick. That God is in the OR with Matt, guiding the surgeon's hands. And just pray for endurance for me, for taking care of him and the kids and the business. So those are my specific prayer requests.
Done. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank y'all very much.